Hey, welcome to another edition of No Plays All Sports Talk, episode number 84. I'm your fabulous host, yours truly, Miss Ballin D, rolling solo this week. My better half of No Plays All Sports Talk, he is somewhere over the Pacific Ocean, I assume. He is on a cruise, a well-deserved vacation. He is on a cruise. As we know, he couldn't wait to hit the water. So, Kevin Ray, hope you are enjoying your vacation, brother, you and your lovely wife, and of course, DJ Thump, and everyone that is enjoying the fabulous cruise that I'm supposed to be on. A little jealous that I'm not, but all love. He sent me a picture, man, with his shirt off all on his balcony, and I'm like, put the bird back inside, brother. But nonetheless, Kev Ray, he is out on special assignment enjoying himself. So sending him love and light, of course. Safe travels back to Las Vegas. We appreciate you for hanging out with us here, of course, on No Plays Off Sports Talk, episode 84. Got some more great guests that's going to be stopping by in the studio. Before we get started, we appreciate you all for tuning in. We ask that you please share our live feed. It costs you absolutely nothing to share our feed. Go to the bottom of your page, hit the share button. You can follow us and keep connected with us on everything we do on our social media platforms at No Plays All Sports Talk on Facebook and Instagram. And you can also stay connected with us on Twitter at plays_off. You can follow me on Twitter as well at Miss Ballin D. Gotta show some love going out to the legendary Miss Dawn Staley. She is celebrating her birthday today. Happy birthday to you, Dawn. Of course, she's going to be coming to Las Vegas Memorial Day weekend with the We Are Black in Sports, their big Memorial Day weekend that's going to be happening. They're going to be honoring the legendary Dawn Staley. So tickets are still available for that event. Again, it's going down Memorial Day weekend, May 27th and 29th. For more information, you can log on to weareabis.org. Again, weareabis.org. They're also going to be honoring the legendary Dr. J. He's going to be in the building. Kobe Bryant's parents, they're going to be there getting honored as well. So again, it is Memorial Day weekend, May 27th through the 29th. Weareabs.org if you want some more information on that event. Also got to show some love going out to Assemblyman Mr. Tyrone Thompson. They're having a big memorial celebration, a balloon release for him. 3 years today, he passed away, man. Someone who was very instrumental, in my career, in years of being in radio here locally, and he was very instrumental in my brother's organization, Save Our Son. So just want to send love and light going out to the Thompson family, gone way too soon, a community hero for sure. So Assemblyman Mr. Tyrone Thompson, we appreciate you, brother, and we know you are smiling down, and we certainly hope that we are making you proud. Want to make sure you stay connected with everything that's happening on the Gorilla Cross Network. You can download the app, take us everywhere you want to go 24 hours a day. It is absolutely free 99. Just go to your Google Play Store or your App Store, and all you got to do is download Gorilla Cross. A great guest we have in the studio. Got to show some love real quick going out to the Celebrity and Sports Entertainment Group, the big celebrity basketball game they had over the weekend over at Cox Pavilion. Everybody was in the building, man. Floyd Mayweather was in the building. Nate Hobbs, very own Brian Salmon from Channel 3. It was a fun-filled event. The Gonzalez twins from UNLV, they were there in the building. the list goes on and on from the people that were there. Got to show some love going out to my sis Nick at night. She was working the red carpet, man. It was a great event over there. So kudos going out to everyone that was a part of the big celebrity basketball game. But this week, we got something better. We got something better. Fresh off the press, I have a pair of 25 tickets in my hand for a huge celebrity tackle football game that's going to be happening this weekend for a great, great cause. So with none other less or no further ado, we're going to welcome to No Plays All Sports Talk, episode number 84, Mr. Steve Grammis. He's a president of the Las Vegas Metro Police Department Protective Association. Good evening to you, Mr. Steve. How you doing, sir?
Doing great. Thank you guys so much for having me on.
Thank you for joining us. I know your schedule is very busy and you got a lot going on to get prepared for this big football game that's happening this weekend.
Absolutely. We this is game week. Told all my players they practice Monday and Tuesday and said, when we put this together in February, I told you time would go by quick, and here we are. The game's now less than 4 days away, and they're ready, though. The cops are ready. They're ready to put out the fire on them firemen, so it's going to be a good game. Yeah,
so if you're wondering what we're talking about, it is the big community event that's happening this weekend. It is the Las Vegas Police versus the Las Vegas Fire Department. It's going to be a charity tackle football game happening this Saturday, May 7th. It's going to be at Bonanza High School, 7 p.m. for a great cause. It's going to be benefiting the Children's Heart Foundation. Let's just talk about that foundation and how impactful they have been over the years.
So the Children's Heart Foundation mainly helps a lot of the kids that are born with birth defects for the heart and things like that. We actually found out through the process that we have a lot of officers whose children are actually benefactors of the Children's Heart Foundation.
Okay.
And so we couldn't think of a better group for us to join up with and link up with and try and raise funds for, and great group of people there that do a lot of good things for the community.
Absolutely. So you have some background with Las Vegas Metro Police. We know right now they're doing a huge campaign for hiring. You've been on the force for a while. Graduate here of Bonanza High School, so Las Vegas born and raised. I light up when I can tell people in the community giving back in a great way, and I define those individuals as community heroes. And you being a representative of Bonanza High School, our Clark County School District, it gives me pleasure to know that you're giving back in a way. That's not everyone's not built for that, and it takes some strong individuals to stand in the shoes of Metro officers and those that serve the community in that captivity.
No doubt about it. We're actually going to we should have a recruiting booth at the game.
Okay.
LVMPD has now launched back. It was actually a program I went into right out of high school from Bonanza. At 18 years old, it's a cadet program. And
nice.
So you go out, you patrol with the officers, you take reports. You don't have police powers, but it's a good foot in the door, and it's actually a paid position. And then it also segues you right into the police academy when you become of age. So we're hopeful that we can talk to the community out there around Bonanza. It's a different, when I grew up, there was maybe 12, 14 schools, and now, gosh, we got so many.
We can't count.
They've pulled from Bonanza so many different directions that it's hard to have a full school. And right now they're not at full capacity for the school. But we want to tell the kids down there, listen, there are so many things out there for you. Police are going to be out there recruiting. Fire is going to be out there recruiting, talking about how important a high school diploma and education is. But joining and being a part of the force and making our police force look like our community, that's important, I've gone to many calls where I've walked in, and I always tell a great story where it was an Asian family, and they requested we take our shoes off. And my partner was like, we don't take our shoes off. And I said, listen, take your shoes off. This is their house.
Right.
We're not going to get killed because we have no shoes on. You may step in a puddle. Maybe that's about it. But so you have to recognize that, and people feel comfortable when they see people that are like them. So that's part of the goal for this game, is to bring some awareness to our department and fire. Say, hey, come join us. Come be a part of this process, and then give back in your time to the community.
So Las Vegas Metro Police has been doing a great job doing a lot of community events. I know just earlier you guys had a food truck event that was huge over at the UMC. I tried to stop by, but it was already done. I think it was only until 2 o'clock this afternoon. I was like, but that's just another great thing that Las Vegas Metro is doing to stay in connection with the community, which is something everyone has said needs to happen. Do you think we're kind of bridging the gap in that area?
I believe so. We're one of the best police departments in the country, and it's not just because we go out and we enforce the laws. It's because we know that we need community support. There's got to be buy-in from the community on what we do. It's not enough to say, well, we're the police, we're here, you're going to listen to us. It's, hey, let's listen to each other, and let's figure out how we can get through some things. And through our sheriff's multicultural council and things like that, contacts with pastors and people in the community, of the religious community, as well as just people on the street. You know, officers now are getting out of their cars and they're shooting a couple baskets with kids. They're throwing a football with the kids. They're racing kids. They're losing the races when they run because most of us are slow and old. But they're doing that because there needs to be. When I was a kid growing up here, my father was a police officer, and there was a time when you'd wave at an officer and he'd wave back and he'd stop and talk to you. And in my 24 years, there was a time where that stopped and cops just kept driving. That's not what we do. You know, we're a part of the community first, and then we go out and we enforce the laws as a secondary part. But that's this new culture of officers coming on. They get that. And so it's good to see, and it's good to see how they're all working together. In this event here, we're hopeful to put 1,500 to 2,000 people in that stadium at Bonanza High School, and a lot of them are just going to come from the community, which is going to be great.
Which is going to be huge. I mean, like I said, you walk right in, and before you can say hello, you put a stack of tickets, you know, on the table, and I think that's what it's about. You know, there is a small fee to get in the game. I believe $5 for 4 and under, $10 for 12 and up.
Yeah, it's a 13 and up is 10,
Okay.
13 to 4 is $5, and then under that's free. If there are people that want to come see the game and they say, listen, I can't afford that, it's okay. We had a donor say, listen, I want to pay for $5,000 worth of tickets.
Wow.
Give them to whoever you need to.
Nice.
So if there's folks that want to come to the game, just come.
Just come.
Just come.
Call me. I'll put my number in the comments, or you can follow us on our social media platforms. There's an organization I'm thinking of right now that I'm going to go and hand deliver some tickets to as well. So we're going to do whatever we can to support. This is just not any original, you know, let's have fun. It is all fun and games, but there's a little rivalry going on between Las Vegas Metro and Las Vegas Fire. Let's talk about that just a little bit.
So they do real good with calendar shoots. They're in a lot of good shape. They work out on duty. We got to go out and work for a living.
Eye candy. Yeah.
You know, I was never there. I don't even know what my wife sees in me, but I think she's part blind. But you know, it is. It's a friendly rivalry between the fire guys and the police officers. And when as I told you before we got on air, you know, we had an officer come that was retired for many years. He was a part of the game that started back in 1974.
So this has been going on since 1974.
74 to 83. They stopped it in 83.
Okay.
And it just never got picked back up.
Interesting.
And, you know, my partner and I were up at our office, and I was looking at an old flyer, and I said, hey, why are we not doing this? And we have so many more capabilities now to reach out to the community and get people involved. And so my poor assistant, she knows every day when I walk in, she tells me, she goes, I always wonder, what the hell are you going to say today? And so that day was, hey, we're going to put on a football game, and it's not just going to be one game, it's going to be a big game. And
game day.
Yeah, and you hit the nail on the head too. It's tackle. Like, whoever's listening, this isn't flag football, and it ain't going to be the Pro Bowl where it's, you know, hey, I touch you, you fall down, or we just wrap each other. It's going to be competitive football, you know, and we're looking forward to it. My team is, I hate to say it, but my team is pretty stacked. What I have on the agency, I was shocked, and these guys are amazing.
Nice.
And we're I think a 35-point favorite at the casinos. So if you're out betting, you know, it should be 35. That
Over
we've got
or
to give
under?
up.
We're gonna take the over or under. High scoring game or low scoring game?
It's going to be high scoring.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
It's going to be high scoring.
All right.
Yeah, we're going to put up at least 40.
Ooh,
at least 40.
That is kind of true. I was looking back at some of the scores in past history, and some of the scores of what it was. I saw someone had posted it on you guys' social media page earlier, and I'm like, wow, these have been kind of some high scoring games. And to know that, again, it's been going on for a while. Back in 1974, police won 26-0. 1975, police won 19-13. In 76, the firefighters, they won 21-13. In 1977, it was a shutout. What happened here? The firefighters beat you all 51-0. In 78, 14-7. In 79, the firefighters, high game, 34-27. More recently, 1980, 21-19 in favor of the police department. In 1982, the last time this game was played, the firefighters won 42-21. So I'm thinking the over kind of sounds like the bet to go.
It's as long as the fire can pull their weight. I mean, we're going to score our 40. I don't know if they're going to score at all. But you know, maybe we'll have a heart and we'll just do one of those, hey, lay down type of things and let them get in the end zone.
Give them the morale.
You don't want to, you don't want to tear them down totally. You want to build them up a little bit. So
the event again is happening this Saturday. It is the Police versus Firemen's charity tackle football game benefiting the Children's Heart Foundation. Saturday, May 7th, 7 p.m. It's happening at Bonanza High School. If you want to go, you hit us up on our social media pages. You can inbox me. We'll definitely get you in the building. The best part about this game is everyone that's actually playing and participating is either a part of the fire department or the police department. How special was that?
It means a lot. That game you talked about in 77, I think that the firemen went out and recruited from the LA Rams and the New York Giants just to win a game.
Secret weapons.
But I think this go around, at least for our side,
that's right.
I know all our folks are Metro
Legit.
officers. They're not, I talked to the sheriff and said, hey, what do you think about me hiring a couple crossing guards that are also in the off season for the Raiders?
Might count.
But I said, no, we'll keep with what we got. And so it's going to be really special to know that the folks out there, and even for the kids, watching the officers, watching the firemen that are grown-ups playing this game
Yes.
at a fairly high level, they look really good, are also out there protecting and responding to the community. And so for those kids to say, hey, listen, that's also an avenue I can go.
For sure.
We're looking forward to it. And the gates are going to open at 5:30. The first 1,500 fans are going to get something special to put in hand.
I saw those. I don't know if they're exclusive or not, but I saw them, and they kind of reminded me of my Pittsburgh Steelers terrible towels.
That is the goal.
Yeah.
That is the goal. So make sure you're one of the early people coming out there to get a seat and get one of the commemorative towels and keep it, because we don't know where tomorrow is. We don't know if next year will be a game, and we don't know if there'll be a 39-year gap like 83 to now. But we want everyone to have something to remember this game by.
There's also going to be a special raffle that's happening as well, 50-50 raffle.
So we have a 50-50 raffle now. If you go to lvppa.com, you can click on a link there. It'll take you to our Give Smart page. The 50-50 raffle now is already over $3,000, so
Nice.
somebody's going to get $1,500 at least. And then in person, we're going to be doing, we have a 4-pack of tickets to the NASCAR 400 Series. We have a foursome for golf at Angel Park. Just in today, game-worn helmet from UNLV signed by Coach Arroyo, cleats, and a UNLV stamp football.
Okay.
We also got some workout equipment from Dick's Sporting Goods, an Echelon interactive bike, one of those ones you can talk to the people on, and some of those Select Tech dumbbells. So that's going to be an all-cash raffle at the scene that we'll be doing. So, a lot of stuff we're trying to just get going here.
How much are the raffles if they want to purchase them, or what is the price on the raffle?
I think the tickets are $15 a ticket, or $15 for 100, something like that.
Okay. And they can go again, get that website one more time so I can post it into our social media page.
lvppa.com.
Okay.
On the front page, you're going to see a banner with the 2 football helmets. Click on that, and it'll take you to the Give Smart page.
lvppa.com. I'm excited. What else is going to be happening? I know there's also going to be some food trucks there as well at the event. I saw on the promotion page as well.
So Pure Aloha is going to be out there doing everyone's favorite, the Dole Whip,
Yes.
and it should be a little warm, so that should be a good booth.
Yes.
But we're also helping Bonanza's program raise some money. So we're
Their
asking
football program.
Yes, we're asking everybody, don't come hungry. They're going to be making hamburgers, hot dogs, things like that for the game, and all the money they make is going to help their program. So we're really driving people to do that. We're also going to be selling some commemorative shirts out there that people can get. You can also get those through the website as well. But a lot of cool things going on this year. Next year, hopefully be even bigger, and we'll have a lot more stuff going on out there.
I saw you guys were promoting for some sponsorships. Is that window of opportunity still available? Or is that kind of closed now? Or
we'd always take people to get involved, but to get their name on the uniform and the shirts and stuff like that, we're too late in the game for that. But next year, if people wanted to reach out and say, hey, how do I get a part of this? Reach out to us, lvppa.com. You can find my contact info, and then we can get you involved.
So let's talk about this whole tackle scene. That I'm kind of worried about that. I've seen some video of you all practicing, and I'm like, oh, they're really in pads and full circuit.
Yeah, it's the game isn't as impressive if it's flag or if it's two-hand touch. And so one of our big hurdles to get over was getting an insurance carrier to cover adult tackle football. And so that was a headache for about 2 weeks, but we finally found somebody that said, yeah, we'll cover you guys. We got it taken care of. But it's going to be live. The only thing that we're not going to do is kickoff return because of that big impact on the open field run.
Of course.
But other than that, it's all live. It's going to be real football.
That's the most exciting part about it. So again, it's happening this Saturday. It's the Police versus Fire charity tackle football game happening at Bonanza High School, May 7th, which is this Saturday, 7 p.m. Gates open at 5 p.m. 5:30, and great activities are going to be happening. We hope to pack the stands. So again, if you are tuned in on our social media platforms and you want to go to this event, just hit reply. I want tickets, and we have at least 25 right here, so we'll definitely get you in the building to enjoy. But just talk about a great event, man, and the benefit of the Children's Heart Foundation is huge for nothing other than that. Of course, it's going to be a great event, but to benefit that organization and that foundation, and to say that a lot of the officers have some family ties to that, that's special. That's special.
Yeah. It it's one of the things that our children mean a lot to us. Even if you don't have them,
Yes,
kids mean a lot to you. And so this group that goes out there to make sure these kids can live a long and fruitful life, with the work that they do, all through donations and charity and things like that, it's amazing. And we're honored that they allowed us to partner with them, not the other way around. So it means a lot. It's going to be great.
Well, we appreciate you all for taking the time to join us. Any last minute information you want to give in regards to something that's happening in regards to the Metro Police Department as a whole, or?
No, with regards to the game, you said about the tickets. Listen, if you want to come. We will turn nobody away. But with regards to our department, we're going to have a new sheriff here, and
Yes.
the next year, our union, the PPA that I'm the president of, we're supporting Kevin McMahill for sheriff, and
Okay.
he's a good man. I worked with him before. He's a fair person, but he understands how important those community ties are, and doing things like getting out there and talking to people and being on shows and creating some new teams that can go out and address some of the problems in different ways than just arresting your way out of problems.
Right.
Is important. So for people out there that are thinking about the police department, go get involved. Go join up. It's a great career. It is honorable work when we're doing it right, and it's nothing better. It's one of the greatest privileges of my life that I was able to give back to the community that I grew up in.
For sure.
And I played football and basketball and baseball, and it just meant a lot to be able to make sure that the streets are safe for everybody.
So are you actually playing in the game, or are you going to be a sideline coach, or you're going to suit up?
There is zero chance of me coming into this football game. As I made clear to my wife and other people on the agency, the goal is to win. We won't win if I'm in.
You won't be using your Geico insurance for injuries on this, huh?
No. I'd be the commercial where the guy who creates havoc and then everything goes back. I'm that guy. At my age, I do jujitsu, and
Okay.
I was training about a month ago, and I popped the rib. I still am not right.
Popped a rib.
Yeah,
Ouch.
yeah. I can't even sleep on the right side of my body.
That sounds
And so my
painful.
wife said, "Honey, you're almost 43. Could you stop?" I go, "No, I'm not going to stop."
I got to stay active.
Yeah, I got to try something.
Gotta stay active.
Now football though, no, I'm not getting back on that field. No way.
We appreciate you for hanging out with us again. We look forward to seeing you all this Saturday. Again, it's the Police versus Fire charity tackle football game at Bonanza High School. That address is 6665 Delray Avenue. If you want to go, come, show up. They're got some great events. They're doing a 50-50 raffle. If you didn't hear, you have a chance to win at least $1,500, and that could actually increase by the time Saturday comes around. So they're great event, family fun event. So if you want to go, make sure you contact us, and we'll definitely get you some tickets to get you in the building. Or on the field, shall we say. Mr. Grammers, thank you so very much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you this Saturday over at Bonanza High School.
Loved it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely. We got another great guest that's going to be coming in. We're going to ask him to come over to the chair, to the chairman. And I know if Kevin Ray was here, he would be doing some teasing and saying, "Ballin, is this a relative of yours? Everybody's your family, yada, yada, yada." Kev, don't worry about me, brother. Mind your business, brother. Mind your business. I'm the plug and the connect here in the community. But real quick, as we change guards to our next guest, congratulations go out to Major League Baseball. Mr. Dusty Baker, man, he becomes the 12th manager in Major League Baseball history and the first black coach to reach 2,000 wins. So congratulations going out to him. As we mentioned earlier, We Are Black in Sports. They're going to be here Memorial Day weekend. He'll be honored as well for that great event. So congratulations going out to Mr. Dusty Baker. Also got to send a huge congratulations. This is actually a game-changing announcement here. Of course, we've had this guest on our show previously, but a huge announcement that came out today. Congratulations go out to Coach Karen White, who, as we know, for the long haul has been the head coach of the Centennial Bulldogs high school basketball program here locally, the most winning coach here in the state of Nevada. But she's going to be doing double duties coming up next basketball season. It was officially announced today she's going to actually take over the boys basketball program as well. She's going to do double duties. She's still going to be a part of the women's basketball program as well as the boys. So Changing of the guards, man. Las Vegas basketball scene. Hopefully, you are ready, Centennial boys. I hope you're ready, Coach White. She plays no games over there. So again, congratulations going out to Coach Karen White. Karen Whites, we wish you, of course, the best of luck coming up here shortly. No, without any doubt, I certainly know that, you are ready to take on that new task. So, again, congratulations going out to you. The NFL Draft, it has come to Las Vegas, and it's done and over with. A great event it was. I'm sure a lot of people in the city were happy about the turnout. Some great feedback in regards to some business owners who said that they were very pleased with the entire NFL Draft experience. I know a lot of fans that had a chance to go down and be a part of the fan experience had a great time. So the NFL Draft, you're welcome to come back here to Las Vegas at any time. Some Las Vegas ties. We got to send a huge congratulations going out to Las Vegas' very own Mr. Bubba Bolden. He was actually picked up as an undrafted free agent to sign with the Seattle Seahawks. So congratulations going out to him. I'm sure Mel from Girls Chat Sports can appreciate him joining that squad. Also, former UNLV running back Mr. Charles Chuck Wagon Williams. He is going to be invited to the Pittsburgh Steelers training camp. Of course, he went undrafted, but I'd love to see him taking some backs with the Steelers. So congratulations going out to Charles as well. Our next guest, man, a familiar face to the Las Vegas basketball scene. And if you follow basketball on the professional level, it's also another familiar face. We've had him on our show a couple times, but a great adventure that is happening now, man. Turning the page of a new book for him. Just signed a brand new lucrative contract. I don't know if he can give all the details of the dollar signs that follows it, but man, well-deserved and overdue for you. So we're going to welcome to No Plays All Sports Talk, episode number 84, Mr. Pappy Jack, Mr. Pierre Jackson. What's up, P?
What's going on? Thank you for having me again.
Of course. Always a pleasure to have you in the studio. You left me hanging without the little ones this time.
Yeah, they just got out of school. They at home with their aunt right now, doing some homework.
Okay. So what's going on, man? Last time we had you on the show, you had just returned from overseas, a great stint that you had. Kind of unhappy you were. Things have kind of changed for you now. You had a little stint back in the NBA where you said you wanted to be. You did a stint with the Lakers G League team. How did that all transpire, and were you satisfied with that adventure?
Yeah, it's been a minute. I'm good now. I'm in a better place. Just working to consistently be better, person, father, player, friend, brother, whatever I can be. Just to focus on being better. And so with the COVID situation in the NBA, a lot of guys tried to get back in there with the G League, and I just decided to go down there and give it a go. And new coach, new different system and stuff. It just wasn't the right spot for me, so I just decided to, go back overseas and try to, make some money while I can.
Big monies. So you're currently overseas now. Recently, a couple months ago, you signed with a new team overseas. Who are you currently playing with now?
Oh, that's over with. I just went to finish the season in Turkey.
Okay.
I just got back home maybe 3 weeks ago.
Okay.
So I've been home not too long now. So
anyone coming up in the future? Any teams right now that's knocking on the door?
No, I mean I signed already to go back to China.
Okay,
so,
back to China.
I'm already locked in.
So you did a stint there before, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah, back to China.
So you're excited? You like China, huh?
Yeah, China pay the most for real outside the NBA.
Okay.
Like the high European team. So I love China.
China. I might have to sneak in that suitcase and get me a visit over to China, man. It would be short and sweet. I won't be too much of a hassle for you, but I might have to go over and take a visit over in China.
Yeah, I mean, again with COVID, the restrictions is super strict. So hopefully I can get my family out there at some point to visit me. I'm not familiar with the city I'm going to, but
so it's a brand new experience. Although
it's a brand new city, small city. But yeah, I gotta take advantage of making the most money I can. So
let's just talk about a lot of people, in respects to having the opportunity to just play professional, the experience of being overseas versus actually being in the States in the NBA or the G League. Does it come down to money when it comes to opportunity of what's the best situation for you?
I mean, for me, it's early in my career, I was caught up in the proving people wrong, and the pride and ego part of it was the biggest thing for me. But now I got kids, I got a family. I'm trying to take advantage of that. That part, the pride part, doesn't really seep into my brain when I'm doing it. It's kind of just making sure I'm being a professional and
Yes.
make sure the other side of the situation, the team is respecting my contract as well. That's kind of my main focus of going over there because, again, it's a big sacrifice for me to go over there
For
and,
sure.
and spend 8 to 10 months out of the year, every year, being away from my family. So, and that's my main focus.
So you mentioned something earlier that said you're in a different place. Of course, you had you on a different show on one of the networks here, and it was a huge conversation in regards to mental health.
Yeah.
You were at that time being a huge advocate, just explaining us and taking us through the walk of your journey of some mental health struggles that you struggled through and had to get through. Has that improved for you? Has that gotten better for you? And what advice do you give to professional athletes who may have find some darkness along the path?
Well, first, yeah, I'm in a better place for sure because I took that step into, reaching out to somebody and just even with my people, just kind of speaking my truth and just giving out my frustrations of, what I've done in the past.
Yes.
And then also just kind of, trying to fix some relationships with people that I feel are important in my life.
For sure.
And, that was the main thing, and just not letting like basketball not be that important. Basketball was too important. Like, it was like the main thing for me. So I was ruining a lot of relationships and, letting that dictate how I was being off the court. I was bringing like work home, and that's kind of, yeah, that was the biggest problem. So, my main thing is, again, a lot of guys, they leave wherever they're playing at, dealing with all that stuff. It's a different world.
For sure.
That's your family. Like, you can explain it to people, but until they're there and like actually having to deal with it, they won't understand. So it's kind of like beating a dead horse to an extent to your people because, it's like you making so much money or you making more money than what they making. They kind of like, kind of shut up and dribble for the most part. You know what I'm saying? But again, until they come over there and realize and see how much, like me, I play a lot. So it ain't like I'm like taking games off.
For sure.
I'm playing 35 to 40 minutes out of a 40-minute game. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then throughout practice, they just started like implementing all these different rules. Because in Europe, they make you practice 2 times a day.
Wow, twice, 2 a days, like this football.
They just make you, like during the season, they like to make you get out the bed and just like, I don't know. Like I said, we there for 10 months and we see the same people every day. It ain't like we don't get usually more than 2 days off to where we can go to a different country and like,
that
you know
can be
what I'm
a
saying?
lot. That can be a lot.
Yeah, so we got to see them every day. Like even if you get into it with the coach or a player, you got to see them 6 p.m.
Ain't no shutting down. You got to face reality of it.
Language barrier, food, be terrible sometimes. You don't get to speak to your family for the most part. Time differences. I was maybe 11 hours time difference last time in Turkey where I was just. So yeah, just flip it. Like say if it's 6 a.m., it's 6 p.m. there type thing. So
how do you stay connected with your family to keep up with the times? That can be
luckily
difficult.
for me, like, my girlfriend, she wake up early, so I can talk to her as soon as she wake up. Unless I'm at practice or a game, but other than that, it's hard to speak to my kids. My kids just, they full of energy, so they want to be on the phone and they want to get right off.
You got to get on TikTok with them, man. Your kids got dance moves. You got to stay up on TikTok.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna get into it eventually. Like again, I'm closer to the end of my career. I maybe got 5 years left at max. So I'm looking forward to, making as much money as I can. But I'm looking forward to most is being at home and just enjoying that time with them.
So you faced some adversities in regards to some injuries and some things that, thought should have went your way that didn't, ball didn't bounce your way. How did you overcome that adversity? And for individuals who may be going through setbacks in their career and the journey that they, envisioned or dreamed of, what advice would you give to them and how did you handle it?
I think, man, I just got to stay in love with the grind. The grind of it, man. I fell out of love with that for sure.
You think that played a part into your mental kind of breakdown?
Yes, for sure. It's the politics, man. The politics of the game is trickling down to high school now. So it's gonna start earlier for a lot of guys. So for me, politics. I mean, I guess it was, but for me, it was grades and it was this and that, all the stuff in my control. So, the hunger and the sacrifice I had to make to get to where I was at, it was easier. I had the motivation to get there because it was all my fault. But then once you get to this level, it's kind of out of your control. That's where it gets frustrating, you know what I'm saying? Where you doing everything you can, you grinding, busting your ass, and then you got guys it's a coach or a GM or somebody that might not like you or might not like your game, and they making the calls and stuff like that. they can take that opportunity away from you.
That's frustrating.
That's super frustrating. Or you got teams that don't pay your money on time or don't pay you at all. And like outside of America, that's a common thing. It's a super common thing. So, and if you go to, you gotta go to court with that. You gotta put a lot of money even to get the ball rolling in that situation. And you might lose if it's like a big team.
So it's important to have a good agent.
Yeah, for sure. And that's another thing I had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? I made the switch of my agents maybe last year, and I was with my agent for 9 years.
Wow.
Yeah.
No new friends, but all new friends.
yeah. So I mean, it's a lot of stuff.
How did that break down? How did you kind of? Did it just a sour relationship going bad, or you just needed something new?
I think a part of it was me. I needed something new.
Okay.
And then secondly, it was, I don't know. I'm real. Like I said, I was super adamant about basketball and the work I put in to build my name, my brand, and the much work I put in. I killed a lot of dudes. So I did it the right way. Like I get my work in, and I go home. And a lot of places, a lot of coaches, Europeans, they like real old school. Like they want, like you either listen to them, do what they say, or they gonna feel away. And me, when I'm done with basketball, I want to take my ass home. I want to go home. That's how I am. I want to go home, and if I can, talk to my family, get some food, and rest.
Shut it
That's
down.
who I am.
Yeah.
I don't go out and smoke drinks, so all that other stuff I don't really get into. So they want to do some stuff. Like over there, they smoke cigarettes and they just drink whiskey just cause type of thing. You know what I'm saying?
You're not the socialite.
Yeah, that's not my thing. If y'all want to do something else, then maybe I can get in there and hang out with y'all. So
that kind of you would think that would kind of bring some locker room friction.
Like, no, with my teammates is different. Like my teammates, I see more eye to eye with my teammates out because we got the same problems when it comes to the basketball part.
Okay.
And then I kind of lay out what I'm into. Like when you first meet, y'all had them little conversations. Like, yeah, man, I'm trying to go out. Like, I ain't really into that.
Yeah.
We can go to dinner though.
We can go eat.
I'll take my team out. Like, I'll do stuff like that. That's normal stuff. You know what I'm saying? But outside of that, it's like I'm just a professional. I came here to work, and that's how I feel. And some people don't like that, and that can rub them the wrong way. But a lot of those, you got that much time with them people, they don't really they don't even take the time out to get to know you for real.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying? And that's
a lot to be so far away from home and loved ones and support, and to kind of feel like you're alone and to go through that alone. That could be difficult.
Yeah, in those situations too, like your agent ain't there to help. Your agent ain't there to he in America, so all he can do is call, and they don't gotta answer that thing. You know what I'm saying? So it's situations I'm dealing with when I'm there that he can't really fix, and I kind of just gotta, shut up and deal with it.
Shut up and dribble, as they like to say.
yeah. But I voice myself, and that's kind of I guess that kind of got me in trouble, especially if you're not honoring my contract. I feel like I should be able to say something.
Of course. You
know what I'm saying? And it rubs people wrong. It rubs people wrong because a lot of guys just be like, all right, whatever. That's not me.
It's crazy that you talk about the love and the whole overseas thing. A huge conversation that's at the forefront of a lot of people is this Brittany Griner case.
Yeah, crazy.
I don't know if you've been following, but just an update yesterday that says the U.S. government has determined that she was wrongfully detained.
Yeah.
You being someone who've experienced going back and forth, I mean, what is it like experiencing TSA and going through that whole process,
Russia,
being an American going over there?
Russia is literally one of the most difficult places to get into, easily. We had, I played in the EuroLeague, so we just play we play the top teams in the Europe, basically. So the biggest countries we would go, and Russia is easily the hardest place. Every time it's a problem. Somebody's getting held.
Wow.
It's every time I've been there, so I'm not surprised. Only reason I am surprised, I'm not surprised either about that. But she played for the best.
She plays for the best team over there.
Team.
Yes.
She's been playing there for maybe over 5 years.
At least 4 years now, for sure.
She's been playing there for a while. That's obviously where she makes the
most
bulk of her
over
money.
$1 million.
Yeah. So, I mean, I think it's just they just making an example. She's American.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it was, honestly. But that's why I'm not surprised that they did it and that they're doing it illegally.
The way it's happening, yeah.
Right, so I'm not surprised. I just hate it had to be BG.
Yeah.
I know her personally, so I know that sucks.
Yeah, and then the WNBA, of course, they came out and made an announcement that they're going to be honoring her, just to keep her at the forefront of the leagues, keep her, trying to keep her spirits lifted and keep their spirits lifted as well. I mean, it's a sisterhood, and the fact that they have to go over there in the off season, and it could have been any of them, it just happened to be Brittany Griner, and She's a gentle giant. I've had the chance to have conversations with her several times, and 76 days now she's been detained over in Russia. And the U.S. government says they're no longer going to wait on the legal process there. She was expected to have a court hearing, I believe, on the 18th of May. So they're going to put all hands on deck to try to negotiate her return. They're going to put a floor decal on all of the home side courts of the WNBA of all 12 teams. They're also going to honor her with the initials and her number 42. So Las Vegas, of course, our Aces are going to Phoenix this Friday to take on the Phoenix Mercury, and to think that there will be no Brittany Griner that you have to do a scouting report for. I'm sure it's going to be kind of strange, man. I can't imagine, what she's going through, her family, just dealing with that and not knowing what's going on. I couldn't imagine. So we want to continue to lift up, Brittany Griner. A lot of people are saying, well, why is the WNBA not doing enough? And, why is she not back yet? It's a process. And, the WNBA can only do so much. It's really out of their hand. It's illegal. Ramifications with U.S. government and Russia is really,
that's a government thing. Yeah, that's way out of their.
Yeah, and a lot of people want to point fingers, at the WNBA and say, why aren't they doing enough? There's really nothing more that they can actually do. It's a huge debate right now with the whole WNBA and the money situation, because they're saying that they want the money, and as we see right now, a lot of first round draft picks from the WNBA are actually being waived or cut. The Las Vegas Aces, their first round draft pick, Maya Hollingshed, they had to cut her. So it's just some give and take. They wanted more money, but the salary cap, it's a tricky thing. There's only 12 teams in the league, 144 players. They want 12 women roster, but they really can only have 11. Brittany Griner is going to get her full salary for the year, so that's kind of encouraging for her, but it's just difficult. I can't imagine what she is going through, and I'm sure you can kind of feel her pain. Like you said, her personally, and you've been in the situation of living over there.
That's totally different. she under arrest, like she's in. You know what I'm saying? I can't.
Yeah.
I can say it feel like that sometimes, but nah, she really, like I said, that's a government issue. That's something, and it's Russia. You see how they dictatorship is over there, just bullying people for their countries and stuff like that. So I don't think nobody outside of a soldier or somebody can imagine what she dealing with, especially when it's wrongfully. It's wrong. So just continue to keep her in our
absolutely
thoughts and prayers,
for sure. So what's your reason? You said now family is important to you, and it's all about the kids, and now you just want to play, get as much money as you can, and that's it. But a lot of people, they have a why. You face some adversities, have some good and bad. Has your why for playing the game of basketball changed since you've gone through the journey you've had?
Completely, totally. Like when you said my family is everything. That's it. That's all. So anything I do here on out is gonna be for my family. For
sure.
I really don't. I'm not really into I'm better than him and I'm the best player in this place. I mean, it might come in there every now and then when I feel like talking my stuff to my homeboys and anything. But I know how good I am. Like I said, I put in the work for it. Can't no general manager or nobody tell me I'm not good enough. You just don't want me on your team. It is what it is.
So you feel like you've matured a little bit more?
Yeah, for sure. A lot more. Like I still got work to do. I know that. And I'm looking forward to that and evolving in that more than, trying to prove somebody wrong. So I'm not really pressed for that.
So when the ball starts bouncing, when you say, you know what, I still love the game, but I got kids to raise now, and I just can't do it anymore. What does that look like for you? Life after basketball for Pierre Jackson?
That's something I'm actually trying to figure out now. Like I know I'm in the houses and stuff like that. I really since
real estate.
Yeah, since
this housing market is crazy right now. So.
Yeah, since my girlfriend found the house that we staying in now, I kind of been honestly, it got me into it for the most part. So I think either next year or the year after that, I'm probably gonna try to
call it a crit. Call the raps.
No, hell no. I'm basketball. Look, Brittany told me as long as they paying some decent, like good money, keep playing.
As long as the check cash.
Until I'm 40, I'm gonna deal with it. You know what I'm saying?
That part.
Like trying to get my real estate license and stuff like that. Go to school for it.
Okay.
Just try to dibble and dabble in a few other things. And again, my girl Brittany, she's doing her little cheesecake and baking and stuff like that.
Honey.
I'm trying to be her her general manager. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully she blow up and I can just get in the kitchen with her and stuff like that. Yeah, Beloved. That's her brand. We trying to get her brand going as well. Yeah.
Listen, I'm not trying to do, no unpaid advertising, but listen, honey, I've been a product of that cake. Is that what it's going to be called now? Beloved?
Yeah, it's spelled a little different.
Okay.
But she doing her thing. We trying to get her going. So, you know what I'm saying? So I can be her general manager.
I gave her a vision. I ordered a cake from her, gave her a vision. It was my significant other's birthday. She was this huge Betty Boop fan. And I gave Brittany some instructions. I ordered the cake. When I picked it up, I was like, OMG. Every speck of the cake, from the decorations and every part of the cake, was edible. Not only that, just recently, we were at a function for a loved one of yours, and the cake, she took the cake out the box, and I'm like, oh, this cake is fire.
Yeah.
This cake, and in the background, we hear you saying, oh, I did a good job. Okay. You did a good job.
Yeah, I'm
You're
just
the spokesman.
I'm just trying to, she got a gift when it comes to that stuff.
Absolutely.
When she locked in, she's just starting to lock in and know how good she is when it comes to that. So she's definitely trying to perfect her craft. I'm just trying to be there for her while she's doing her thing and milk this basketball and just try to keep improving as a team and as a unit and try to get it done. Yeah.
So what do you say about this whole transfer portal thing that's gotten crazy out of hand? They say there's so many kids in this whole transfer portal thing. You grinded yours out. Of course, you went the JUCO route, then you went to Baylor. What's your thoughts on this transfer portal, man?
I see it from both ends.
Okay.
I think it's a joke, kind of, when it comes to as a player. I mean, as a on outside looking in, I think it's a joke. Man, just stick it out.
Yeah, a lot of people say those are that are jumping ship just have no heart to grind.
Yeah.
Do you kind of feel the same way?
I think kids are super. Like I said, the politics are, sprinkling down to the kids, and they think they have this. They're entitled. A lot of these kids are super entitled. Think once they get all these mixtapes and get on these ranking sites, they entitled to this amount of minutes or whatever it is, and it's messing up things for kids that's coming out of high school. All these kids transferring to all these schools that they committed to. I mean, like I said, I had, when I was in JUCO or even when I was at Baylor, I had the thought I want to transfer because I don't want to say I was just. I guess I was entitled. I was just selfish, man. I guess because I was.
But you were playing. You came in playing.
Exactly. That's why I said selfish because we were 20-0. I was coming off the bench. I was winning. I was winning games for them. I was hitting game-winning shots. Yeah. I was doing a lot of big things for the team, but I was coming off the bench.
So kids now don't understand the assignment.
Right.
Playing your role.
I know I didn't at the time. I'm like, bro. At the time, it's like, bro, we 20-0, and I'm still playing 28 minutes out of 30.
And
what am I complaining for?
I'm still ready to go. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? What am I complaining for? You know what I'm saying? And I'm in the game at the end. Like, bro, get over it.
Yeah.
And you on national TV. You just came from JUCO.
Yes.
Like, shut up. That's what I would tell myself now. But back then, I can understand kids thinking they deserve more. I get it. But on the outside looking in, I think it's a joke. Just grind it out, bro.
Yeah,
you're gonna be all right. If you're doing what you're supposed to do. Yeah. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, trying to get better. Just grinding, I think it's all gonna work out. But I do think times have changed. I know when I was at Baylor, anytime we could hoop, because they got rules to where coaches can't come in the gym and blah blah all this stuff. So after practice, or in the summer, we playing, we getting it in, we playing fives as much as we can. When I go back to Baylor, I say maybe from 2014 to 19, guys wasn't trying to play in the summer. They'll work out and they'll just leave, and we
what's going on here?
Yeah, why we not in the gym? So I think it's changed. I don't think kids work as much as they used to, like we used to. I mean, I sound like how them old dudes be sounding with us, but I don't think they be in there trying to. I don't think they want to get better. You got your few, but as a whole, I don't think a lot of guys want to play basketball. Just play basketball for the love of it. It's not necessarily for the cameras, and I think that's really what it is now. Guys just love putting videos on Instagram and stuff like that.
You can do everything for the gram now. I mean, you can be, if you can put a good, you mentioned it earlier, you can put a good mixtape together and you can be a star player and you can sell that package to a coach.
And that's the bad thing about it too. It's a great thing for the kids for the most part because a lot of kids, kids were getting, like, you get attention. Like, it can be a scout from a school, and they just be scrolling on Instagram, and they see your mixtape, and you might be unknown, and it might help you out. Like, it's a gift and a curse.
Take, yeah.
It's a gift and a curse, but, you know, a lot of guys that could be a lot better if they really just
trust the process, grind it out.
Well, if they just got the hell off the internet, you know what I'm saying, and just grind.
Yeah.
Like, the same thing gonna be there when you get back on it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of guys can be a lot better than what they, like, watching film and stuff. I don't think a lot of kids do that as much. Like, once I realized, like, I was good when I was coming out of college and stuff like that. I didn't really watch as much film as I should have.
Is that something you do now?
Yes. The game has slowed down so much for me, like, so much. So, like, I know if a kid watched me play and pick up or something, they just see, for instance, Chris Paul. I appreciate him so much more as a grown man. Like, in high school, he wasn't my favorite point guard.
Gotcha.
And he's been in there since 05. So 04, one of them years. So 05. So if in college, he wasn't my favorite point guard. And he was 10 years in. Now, maybe the last 5 years, 6 years, he's one of my favorites. He's not my favorite still, but he's one of my favorites because I appreciate.
There's some similarities in the play.
Yes, we small. You know what I'm saying? We can score and pick you apart, you know, by passing it. Just super cerebral. And that's kind of where I grew to appreciate him. You know, Steph is my favorite just because he's really good, but a lot of kids, his game doesn't dictate how I play. A lot of kids obviously are influenced by what they see on TV. Of course. And Steph, he's changed the game tremendously.
Just launch from anywhere.
Yeah, and a lot of kids focus on that.
Yeah.
But Chris Paul is really like Rajon Rondo. Like, those are two guards that, as a point guard,
you can appreciate now.
For sure. They slow the game down. The game just looks so slow to them. Like, even if they move fast, they know the next two plays kind of how. LeBron is the same way, but he's 6'8". I can't really relate to him.
Is he still your favorite player?
LeBron is the greatest of all time.
I do.
LeBron
still your greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time.
So we know you have this whole shoe game on lock. Top three: LeBron's, Kobe's.
Oh, Kobe has the best shoe.
Or PG's.
No,
Paul George.
PG has a really nice shoe, but Kobe has the best sneaker line of all time, easily, yeah.
Did you see his daughters, the GGs that just dropped? Those are fire. Yes.
I'm probably not gonna get those. They just.
You gotta have those.
The resale market, man, is just crazy. The resale is.
Are they out yet? Oh, May 1st. They came out.
May 1st, yeah. You know, with the resale, you know, with his untimely passing,
of course,
everything got inflated.
Absolutely,
so,
yeah.
All the resale stuff is just nuts. I mean, I got a lot of his shoes already, but all the new stuff is kind of hard to get unless you like plugged in. I'm not really plugged in. A lot of people think I am. I spend money on I spend money on my shoes.
You can fool me.
Nah, that's the people got that misconstrued. I pay money for my stuff. Like, I pay resale sometimes, retail sometimes.
Really?
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but you know, I love shoes that much, so some of the stuff I gotta get. But
do you wear them all, or is there certain ones that you?
Basketball shoes, yeah. I try to. Okay. I haven't really I can go. I'll be going whole summers without wearing the same shoe.
Oh, I believe you.
I just try to mix it up because I do have a lot I haven't even worn yet, but. You know, concerning the court, like the court's good or bad, I have to wear a certain shoe. So I might have to wear a shoe I wore in the past. I can't wear no Kobe's in a bad gym. It's just gonna mess up the shoe. It's not happening. Exactly. Yeah. I got a lot of stuff I saved because I thought I was gonna be back in the league. And
gotcha.
I was gonna, you know, try to PJ Tucker some stuff, just throw some random stuff, and people were like, "Oh, dang, you see what Pierre wore?"
Yeah.
So that's what I saved a lot of that stuff for. But now, like in Europe and stuff, the courts are so bad. So so you never know what you're gonna get, man. And then China. They're sponsored by Li Ning, so you can't wear it. If you wear a Nike shoe or a Jordan shoe, you got to cover the sign.
Oh, wow.
With tape, yeah, you got to tape it. So there ain't no point of you even wearing no heat. You just kind of just wear whatever.
Whatever. You see the new Asia Wilson shoes that she had on Media Day, man. Those was fire, exclusive LeBron.
Oh, yeah, you talking about her custom joints.
Yeah,
she has a PE that just came out in stores.
Yeah, she does.
Of the,
fire.
I forget the shoe, but I can't wear them.
No?
They too big. They too like.
They kind of bulky.
They too clunky.
Yeah, I agree.
Asia a big girl though, so she can move around.
What you think of our Aces though? You've had a chance to do some work out with them, some scrimmages, and what's your thoughts on the Aces as they begin their 5th season here? I
love them, man. I love them. I scrimmaged against them last week or something like that. I love them, man. I'm super excited about a team even coming to Vegas
for sure.
Yeah, I know I maybe know like 6 7 girls on the team, so they got my support just being from the city. I didn't meet Becky Hammond, but I met her. I wanted to meet her, so I wanted to pitch her so bad.
Yeah.
Cause I'm been a big hoops fan
Legend.
just in general.
For sure.
So I've been watching her play since I was a kid.
Yeah.
So the chance I got to play against her, she did some. I think I was taking a ball out in front of her, and she like tried to grab my arm so I couldn't throw the ball, and I was like, damn.
That was my chance.
Becky Hammond like
Guard
out
me.
here messing with me and stuff. I
Yeah.
thought it was dope. So
Yeah.
again, so
Exciting
with
time.
the Aces, I'm super excited for them this season. They've been this close every time. Couldn't
They
get
gonna
over
get there.
the hump.
They gonna get there.
Yeah, so I'm excited for them, man. It's anything for the city is dope.
It's
so
dope.
The
Yeah.
NBA being here is super dope.
It's on its way, man. But NBA playoffs is happening right now. Of course, the
Yeah.
Western Conference. Ja Morant, he has been going ham. This dude, 47 points yesterday, tied up the series. He's special.
Ja is special.
I mean, sometimes I want to tell him, stay off the floor, man. You're going to hurt yourself. But, I mean, the things he's doing with Memphis, they are the youngest team right now, and they're rolling.
Yeah, no, he's an alien, man. He's one of those guys. There's a few guys in the NBA I think are aliens, and LeBron is one.
Is that just because he's your favorite player? Or
Nah, it's just like they just do stuff like I just like things that they do that I don't think you're never going to see from another player like of that stature. Like I
Okay.
don't think we're never going to see another Bron or, like even with Jordan, like we almost seen him and Kobe. Like that was close. I don't think we're going to see another LeBron. I don't think we're never going to see another like Zion. Like
oh, you're a Zion fan.
No,
are
I'm just-
you
not
of
even
his
that, I'm just-
structure or?
he's just amazing. Like you ain't never seen nobody 280 jumping higher than everybody. He's
That's
only
true.
6'6". Like he not.
Are we ever going to see him back on the court, though? I
That's-
mean, is he losing his
that's what it-
passion for the game right now? I mean,
that ain't got nothing to do with me. He's an alien. That's all I'm
okay.
speaking on.
You just defining. Okay,
I'm not
all
a huge fan. Like I'm not a huge fan of Zion, but even when he's playing, he's amazing.
You respect the
he
talent.
shoots 68% from the field, like that at 6'6".
That's not every day. You don't see that every day.
That's crazy.
don't
That's
see that
tough.
every
He
day.
shoots that, and he averaged 20 in the paint.
If he can slim down, maybe
6'6".
15 more pounds.
For him, I hope he figures it out.
Oh, for sure.
I hope he does, but he's an alien. There's no way you're that short, that strong, and can jump that high and weighs that much. So he's an alien. Ja is,
Oh, he's special.
he like a cat for real. Like he super slippery,
Yeah.
wiry.
Yeah.
He's not that tall, but he
Oh,
can jump
no.
over. He has
fly
a 48.
high above the rim,
You
yeah.
know what I'm saying? Like that's special. Like Steph Curry,
Steph Curry
he's
special.
not from here.
Another alien, huh?
That's
You
what
say?
I'm saying. He's not from here. I think Kawhi's not from here.
Kawhi Leonard went.
Giannis is not from here.
Oh, Giannis, man, this guy. Some people I was in a conversation with some people yesterday, and they said, "Why do the referees allow Giannis just to run over people?" And I'm like, he's not running over people. I mean, he has
Nah.
good footwork. I just think he's strong.
Yeah, I think majority of the stuff he does is legal. It's not like
I agree.
yeah, it's
I
not like he
agree.
just running. It's just 7 foot, 245. Like this
Alien, as you
dribble
say.
the ball up the court. It's just you know what I'm saying.
Alien.
Yeah, I think KD just showed that he's human. I thought he was one of the aliens, but I think he just
He was
showed that he was
exposed a little
human.
bit.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think he
he
just
was
showed that he
exposed.
was human. But yeah, it's a few guys that's just doing stuff like and Luka's like just a regular guy. He's not fast. That's
He's
what I'm saying.
regular.
Europeans are like
Basic.
Europeans are different. They're
Yeah.
super basic.
Fundamentally sound is what we
Just
call
super
that.
skilled, man.
Yeah.
But he has he can do everything, man. He's just cerebral, super cerebral, young. A lot of the stuff he was doing now, he was doing when he was 17. I played against him in Europe, and he was 17. He was the best player in Europe at 17. And mind you, Europe, you got guys like me coming from the NBA.
Everywhere, all kind of talent
Just
thrown
thinking
at
about it. Yeah, so quick story about Luka. Obviously, you in your group text back home when I'm in Israel, we're in the EuroLeague, and I'm telling guys as the draft was coming up, they mentioned DeAndre Ayton and Trey Young, all these guys playing in college.
Yes,
And it's like, I bring up Luka, like, yeah, Luka over here
killing.
going crazy.
Yeah.
Like he averaging almost 20, almost at 20 points in Europe is like 35 in the NBA.
Okay.
Like it's so hard to score in Europe.
Okay,
Rule changes. Can you imagine Joel Embiid or Rudy Gobert can just stand in the middle of the paint? Like they don't have to move. No defensive 3 seconds.
wow, no 3 seconds.
I'm saying guys that big, they can just stay there.
What you do with that?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So also just making the next pass. Like they make the next pass. So you don't see a lot of guys shooting over 15 shots over there on one person.
So they move the ball.
Yeah, it's like a lot of extra passes. So I'm telling them like Luka, he the best player over here. And it's guys like me over here. It's guys like Anthony Randolph, Mike James, other guys over there playing. And like, look what he doing to us.
Smashing.
Right. And imagine if he played in college.
Yeah.
It'll be even worse. So he won every major award. He won.
Deserving.
He won MVP.
You can't take that away from him.
He won MVP of the EuroLeague, which is the second best league after the NBA. The third best league in the world is probably the Spanish league, and he played in Spain. So he won MVP of that league.
That's why he has success over here.
He won the championship in the Spain league. He won a championship in the EuroLeague.
Oh, he that's why he's the truth.
But he won this all at 17. So I was trying to tell guys.
Young, yeah.
I was trying to tell guys, like, he's gonna be the best player in the draft easily. There's no way you're gonna take him number one. Though.
Prove that, yeah.
Yeah, he's a top 5 player in the league now.
Prove that.
And that maybe was in his second year. So
if you can put a bet out right now to say who's going to take home the NBA championship this year,
I don't gamble.
You don't have to gamble. If you can pick a team right now that says gonna win it all,
I'll give you my finals.
Okay, quick.
I got Golden State and Milwaukee.
Golden State and Milwaukee.
Yeah, I can't bet against.
So you think the Bucks are gonna get past the Celtics? Jaylen Brown and Tatum, they rolling.
No, I mean
7-game series. You think the Bucks gonna pull it out?
I can't. Yeah, I can't.
Right.
I think Middleton. I mean with Middleton, I don't think it's a question.
Yeah, when he comes back.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just hard to bet against Giannis and Steph, man.
So they're
proven. Milwaukee
Bucks, the returning champs versus the Golden State Warriors.
Yeah.
And who wins the series?
I don't know, man. That's tough. I can't bet against Steph. Steph is just.
Yeah, I agree.
After LeBron, man, he might be my next favorite player of all time.
I agree, man. I don't blame you. It's hard. It's a hard bet. But P-Jack, we appreciate you for hanging out with us, man.
Yeah,
we wish you the best of luck on your new journey. And this is home for you. You got the keys to our show. Whenever you want to come, hang on out. You can drop by any old time, and safe travels. And make sure you book me a flight, man. I got those flight benefits. I'll pay my way, bruh.
Oh, of course. I got you. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Real quick, any information in regards to your social media contacts? I know you kind of slowed down, but a lot of people like to stay connected to your journey.
Yeah, man. You can follow me on Instagram, and Twitter. Pappy God, PAPPY GAWD. That's it.
There it is.
Follow the movement. They sleep.
They sleep, baby.
On
they sleep.
As well. Yep.
Happening this weekend, the Raiders running back Josh Jacobs, his high school football camp is happening this Saturday, May 7th at Sierra Vista High School. Today is the last day to register if you want to go to the Josh Jacobs football camp. Make sure you register at www.hardcountathletics.com. Appreciate you all for hanging out with us. We'll catch you next week. Peace.